Hey everybody, my name is Murray Fisher. I'm a board member at Healthy Yards and here to talk today about how to improve biodiversity in your backyard. Our mission at Healthy Yards is to think of our backyards and our little corner of the planet as being the most important place and the most important way that we can have an impact on this huge global ecological crisis that we're all facing, which is both climate change and a global extinction crisis. And so we want people to look into their backyard and think about not just how can we manage our yard for aesthetics and how can we manage our yard for recreation, maybe how we can manage our yard for food, but also how can we manage our yard for biodiversity. And so we're really excited to be an organization that shares best practices with people in Bedford and all over the world about what we recommend for how to think about the rest of the species that could share habitat in the backyard with you. Believe it or not, it's the mowing and the chemicals and the fertilizers and all of the water and the leaf blowing that is actually the most destructive to biodiversity. And so the first thing is to just do a little bit less. Mow a little bit less, leaf blow less, put down fewer chemicals, fewer pesticides, less fertilizer, and especially plant native plants. It took me a long time to understand that the limiting factor in bird abundance and biodiversity is not whether or not there's availability for food in the winter, whether it's berries or habitat or what you put out at your bird feeder. It's whether or not they have access to insects to feed their young in the spring. And birds have declined in the northeastern United States by 60%. Every single bird feeds their young insects for the 2 weeks before they fledge. And if there are not enough insects available, the birds will not make their homes in your backyard. And so if you want birds, if you love birds and the rest of the entire food chain, they all depend on insects. Insects are the foundation of the entire terrestrial food chain. And the way we get more insects is we give more insect food. And insect food are native plants and trees because insects eat those leaves. And so we think that it's a really exciting and simple way to increase biodiversity in your backyard is do less, plant more natives. And if you'd like, you could reach out to one of us at Healthy Yards and we'll come to a free consultation in your yard. I had the really exciting experience in North Salem where I lived before Bedford, where I took 5 years of mowing less of our lawn. We had several acres there. And putting in a little wildflower garden and planting native trees and shrubs. In over 5 years, I documented 1,200 species in our backyard. So it's super exciting, a really fun project to do with my kids. And so we would love to introduce you all to the joy of gardening with native plants and to the joy of discovering new species of insects and animals in your backyard. And please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.